Port of Seattle. The Port of Seattle Commission is a county-wide municipal corporation. The 5 port commissioners oversee the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, the Seattle Seaport, Fisherman's Terminal, 4 recreational marinas, and 2 cruise terminals. Commissioners also appoint and evaluate the port's chief executive officer, approve the annual port budget, establish financial policies, and approve labor agreements. This year, Port Commission positions 1, 3, and 4 will appear on the November general election ballot. All voters in King County are eligible to vote in this race.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Bowman, your Port of Seattle Commissioner. I'm excited to be running for re-election because the port is the region's economic backbone, and we need steady, experienced leadership at the helm of our region's most important agency. I'd like to tell you a few things I've done and how I'm building on these accomplishments in the next 4 years. I have the sole endorsement of the King County Building Trades Union because in 2020, I helped save thousands of workers from losing their jobs by continuing with port construction projects when other agencies shut these jobs down. Building on this, I have a plan to create 5,000 new equitable green jobs through port investments in carbon reduction, energy efficiency, and habitat restoration. We can restore the Duwamish, Seattle's only river, by cleaning up stormwater and clean up our air by moving towards zero-emission trucks on port terminals and getting sustainable aviation fuels in airplanes. I have the endorsement of the Northwest Women's Political Caucus and Governor Gary Locke for my commitment to helping women and people of color. I led the effort to create a COVID vaccination clinic at the airport for our workers, which has already helped more than 5,000 workers of color be safe from the pandemic. I also led the effort to triple the number of women and minority firms that contract with the port. Moving forward, I'll continue my focus on helping those furthest from opportunity, building on my work to create more than 600 jobs for youth from underserved communities. You probably don't think about the port when you think about the homelessness crisis. However, 2 years ago, I worked with community leaders to create the first tiny house village ever on port property, helping those living unsheltered on our streets to have a safe, stable place to go. Moving forward, I'm already working on expanding this site. I'm thrilled to be endorsed by dozens of community and elected leaders like Governor Gregoire, Dow Constantine, Seattle firefighters, and our maritime unions. I'd be proud to have your vote. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hamdi Mohammed, and I'm running to be your next Port of Seattle Commissioner. As we recover from COVID-19, we must rethink our port's policies and promote transparency, accountability, and public participation. My father was a trucker, my mother was a SeaTac airport worker, and my husband was an airline employee. I know firsthand how important it is that working families are protected. At the King County Executive Office, I advise on the county's $12 billion budget and manage initiatives that invest millions into our small businesses, community organizations, and COVID-19 response. I have served on multiple boards and as the regional organizing director for President Biden's campaign. I have the skills, relationships, and expertise in economic development to achieve real results for communities in and around the port. My priorities include re-entry programs for COVID-19 impacted workers, establishing the first small business recovery task force, streamlining our operations at our waterfront, and improving freight mobility while creating thousands of jobs. The Port of Seattle's largest revenue stream is SeaTac Airport, located in the heart of South King County. When elected, I will become the first ever commissioner living in South King County. I am prepared to be a strong voice for cleaner aviation fuels, sound installation programs, and tackling ultrafine particle pollutions with local leaders. I am the only candidate endorsed by all 19 King County Democratic Party organizations and MLK Labor. I'm endorsed by Congresswoman Jayapal, Congressman Smith, King County Executive Constantine, Attorney General Bob Ferguson, Commissioner of Public Lands, Hillary Franz, 300 organizations, business leaders, and more. Folks are ready for a regional leader that will make the port's numerous operations more accessible and transparent. I hope to earn your vote.